St. Columba Orthodox Church in Fernley, Nevada is a Western Rite parish of the Russian Orthodox Church outside Russia. Ministering to his people and the community there in the high desert, Father William Bauer also shares with us some lessons learned.
Transfiguration. And he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun. His clothes became as white as the light. In the King James Version it says, his clothes became glistering light. I like that word. The Transfiguration is a theophany, a manifestation of God, especially of the divinity of Christ. He did it through a display of his uncreated divine energy. The Orthodox Church celebrates the Transfiguration of the Lord as a major feast day. Several elements of the Transfiguration of the Lord show that Christ is the Messiah and God. The Transfiguration was in the presence of three disciples who had been raised as faithful Jews. When they referenced God in their minds, they thought of Moses and the law and the prophets. And there was an emphasis on Elijah, the prophet who had been taken to heaven without ever dying. Because God is light, the bright cloud, the shining of Jesus' face like the sun, and the whitenesses of the garments all demonstrate that Jesus is God. In some icons, the light is shown as beyond white, a blue-white, ineffable color indicating the spiritual origin. The Father bears witness from heaven concerning his Son. He doesn't say, "This has become my beloved Son," but he says, "This is my beloved Son." This indicates this divine glory is Christ's by nature from eternity past. Infinitely before Jesus' baptism and transfiguration, he is God's Son, fully sharing in the essence of the Father. Jesus Christ is the Son of God. There is no doubt about it. The Transfiguration not only proclaims Christ's divine sonship, but foreshadows his future glory when he, as the Messiah, ushers in the long-awaited kingdom. That's what they've been waiting for. The bright cloud recalls temple worship and the cloud that went before the Israelites in the wilderness, the visible sign of God being extraordinarily present. Peter sees it as a sign that the kingdom has come. Knowing that the Feast of Tabernacles is the feast of the coming kingdom, he asked to build booths. Sometimes it's called the Feast of Booths. That was done in the fast to serve the symbol of God's dwelling among the just in the kingdom. Moses, in the manifestation, represents the law and all those who died. Elijah represents the prophets, and since he did not experience death, all those who were alive in Christ. Their presence shows that the law and the prophets, the living and the dead, all bear witness to Jesus as the Messiah, the fulfillment of the whole Old Testament. This is a pretty significant thing. The presence of Moses and Elijah manifests the communion of the saints, too. Both men are immediately recognizable and talk to the Lord. The disciples are now able to understand the words that Jesus said when he said, "Elijah has come already," referring to John the Baptist. Their eyes have been opened to the fact that Malachi's prophecy refers to one coming in the spirit and power of Elijah rather than to Elijah himself. Finally, the whole Trinity is manifest, for Christ is transfigured. The Father speaks from heaven, testifying to Jesus' divine sonship, and the Spirit is present in the form of a dazzling light surrounding Christ's person, overshadowing the whole mountain. The Transfiguration, it's got more in it than we can even think of.
Father William Bauer is the rector of St. Columba Orthodox Church in Fernley, Nevada. The music you hear is Teller of the Tales by Kevin MacLeod, Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. This has been a Western Rite Radio production. Please find us at WROradio.com.